Is the Hisense L9Q worth the premium price? With its 5000 ANSI lumens, will this be crowned as the king of ultra short throw projectors in 2025 and 2026? This is Hisense L9Q. Its elegant form and its sleek design give off a feel of more luxurious item when compared to a typical UST projector. Its design helps blend seamlessly into a modern interior design, and it also features a dark brown wood deco panel and a circular brushed metal finish at the front of the projector. The smooth finish and its copper gold accents make it stand out among many designs. In my opinion, it's like a Hermes among the UST. Now, this is the rear of the projector, which shows the connectivity portion. So naturally, this is the power supply, whereby you plug in the power cord. The bottom left-hand side out of the connectivity rows over here. These two are the antennas. The 4 HDMI over here, right? Out of which the 4, the middle, which is the third from the left, is the ER. Then move on to the top. There's a USB port over here. There are also another two more USB port, one of which is Type-C on the left-hand side front of the projector. And this is the LAN port, and this is the optical port. Before we continue, you'd like to see more of this content and you want us to bring you more of such video, please do like and subscribe to our channel and share this video. Now, I would like to state something. Despite the online reviews and the Hisense website giving all sorts of bombastic words to market L9Q, including its specs, for example, LPU Laser 2.0, to me, as a reviewer, when compared to all the specs of the PX3-PRO, in my opinion, there isn't much difference in terms of specs, other than a few significant differences such as brightness level, its throw ratio, and its sound system. Today, in this video, we're going to test all of these significant differences and more to compare with these L9Q differences against the PX3-PRO, because PX3-PRO is already an award-winning UST. So, will this L9Q be even better than the award-winning PX3-PRO and to command the premium price? Let's watch. We are comparing the L9Q dimensions and the PX3-PRO dimensions in our throw distance test. If you wish to find out about the dimensions of the PX3-PRO, please watch our review on the projector, link of the video in the description below. However, the L9Q dimensions are 624 mm in length, 317 mm in depth, 166 mm for height. We will first test the different throw ratio densities between the PX3-PRO and L9Q and see which one is the closest to the wall. The main point of the test is to check or verify on the actual throw distance of the L9Q using the 100-inch screen as a benchmark, although it can go up to all the way to 200-inch screen. We're going to do a comparison between the two projectors using a 100-inch screen for the throw distance comparison. Now, the L9Q depth of the projector depth is actually 317 mm, and based on the throw ratio chart provided by Hisense, for a 100-inch screen, you require a throw ratio of 137 mm from the wall to the rear of the projector. So it will have a combined distance of 454 mm, which is about 45.4 cm. Now I've already aligned this with a 100-inch screen. I'm going to use this laser measurement tool from the front of the projector, alright, and we are measuring at 0.447 meter, which is less than 45 cm. Yes, it upholds to what is stated on the specs. Comparing to PX3-PRO, based on a 100-inch screen throw distance ratio, it requires about 52 cm, that is from the wall. However, with L9Q, with only less than 45 cm, is relatively closer despite being that the depth is only 21 cm longer. Right? than the PX3 Pro. So which means that it translates that you will require a smaller cabinet with a smaller depth. It stated on Hisense website that the projector has a brightness of 5000 ANSI lumens, which is way more than 3000 ANSI lumens the PX3 Pro has. But is it true? We're going to test and compare the two side by side. Now these are our captured images for our white laser ANSI lumens measurement. And based on our calculation and the moment of truth for our in-house testing, it is achieving 7594 ANSI lumens for the white color. What about the color ANSI lumens for the RGB? Now let's take a look. These are the measurements for red, the green, and the blue, and the moment of truth is also achieving an ANSI lumens of 7661 ANSI lumens for the RGB, which means to say it gives a total average of about 7600 ANSI lumens, which is 52% higher than 5000 ANSI lumens that is being stated on specs. This is wow. For the picture quality, since both of them have the same native resolution being 4K, what we want to find out is the contrast ratio of the L9Q, which is stated to be 5000:1, which it claims that it offers deeper blacks and more contrast, which helps the HDR to pop, especially in dark scenes. We are now going to use a video with HDR to compare the L9Q and the PX3 Pro to see if this is true. As a reminder, the PX3 Pro contrast ratio is 3000:1. So the difference should be noticeable to the naked eye if the contrast ratio is truly different from one another. On a side note, you will like to note that both of the projectors do support the formats of HDR10, HDR10+, HLG, and Dolby Vision. We also will be conducting a light test. We will now turn off the lights to compare the brightness of both projectors when in dark. The left is actually the L9Q, whereas the right is the PX3 Pro. Now the lights are on, and look at the difference between the two. The Hisense L9Q is equipped with 6.2.2 sound system, which means that there are a total of 10 speakers. Now let's break it down. As you can see from this diagram, the 6 speakers are being highlighted in red, and the next 2, which are the subwoofer, are highlighted in blue. Next, the 2 green overhead speakers are highlighted in green. So, how powerful is the sound when all combined together? Let's find out. The amazing things about this L9Q 6.2.2 sound system is that it's being powered by the premium Diwali sound system and is calibrated by Opera D Paris. Wow, sounds big, right? We will then conduct a sound test to test the sound quality and how powerful are these speakers. By the way, alright, the cheapest Diwali speakers is being priced at this price, and the most expensive range within the Diwali system is at this price. So when all put together within the projector, it really makes the projector premium and deserve this price tag. I wish I could show you more of the sound system, Unfortunately, you have to experience live in person. Fortunately for those who are in Singapore, our followers in Singapore and perhaps in Malaysia, Indonesia and the entire Asia, you can always contact us at HomeEntertainment.sg. From our website, contact us and experience these live in person in our showroom. We should also take note that the L9Q sound system can support Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, and the same that goes to the PX3-PRO as well. The operating system is the same as the PX3-PRO. It is using the Hisense independently developed platform known as VIDA. It is not Google TV. However, we can already tell what you will be asking. Does it have any of the mainstream streaming apps? The answer is yes. Now, you look at what is right in front of you right now. The app itself has already all the important streaming apps such as Disney+, Prime Video, YouTube, and so on and so forth. You even have the local app like MeWatch for the Singapore market. And not to mention Netflix, which is one of the primary apps that many of us will be using. There are so many apps available to download from the VIDA store. And where is the VIDA store? Let's move on to the App Store, right? That's being stayed in here, the purple one, right? So once you click into this App Store, you will be able to access and download, install many of the apps, including games and so on and so forth. The choices are endless. However, right, with VIDA, the good thing that I've already done a video which included the app that you're able to download into your iPhone or your Android phone. With this VIDA app being installed on your phone, and you are able to actually control the projector directly from your phone app. And I did the demonstration on our last video over at the PX3-PRO. If you like, you can actually watch the previous video as well. The energy test is conducted for two reasons. First reason being that some of the customers want to compare the L9Q power usage. While it's producing 5,000 lumens, how is it able to compare to the TV? And the next reason is to verify that whatever that's being stated within the online specs of 350 watt, is it true or false? Now, looking at what is right in front of us, we are having a power conditioner. The top part is stating the volt, which is 249, and the bottom part is the current usage, which means that we are going to take the volt multiplied by 0.7 and it's fluctuating at 0.82, so it's on average consuming power of 174 watts to 199 watts, which is way below 350 watts, and yet is still producing 5,000 lumens. With this decibel meter about 1 meter from the fan of the projector, so let's test the sound level of the fan. With complete silence, we are achieving about 39 decibel, which is below 40, which is considered very quiet. To our Singapore followers, we have good news for you. Hisense Singapore does provide a 3-year warranty for the L9Q projector. Yes, it is 3 years. So back to the question, is it really worth the premium price, and can it be crowned as the king of the UST for 2025? Now, the answer is two basic relevant points. First and foremost, the ANSI lumens is actually measured at 7,600 on average. 7,600 ANSI lumens. And the speaker is actually by Diwali, which I did mention earlier that a Diwali pair of speakers alone is already in thousands of dollars. So based on these strong points alone, go and check it out. Other projectors at 7,000 over lumens, how much is their price? So based on these 2 points alone, it justified the premium price. In addition to that, can it be crowned as the king of UST? Well, I don't see any other UST is having these kind of brightness paired together with this kind of quality of speakers. However, we are not saying that the PX3-PRO is inferior. PX3-PRO has a stated ANSI lumens of 3,000 ANSI lumens. And during our measurement of the ANSI lumens, in 2024, last year, the ANSI lumens for white is at 4,000 ANSI lumens for our in-house test, and with about 2,000 over ANSI lumens for the color. It is still a very good projector, and many of our clients who have bought this projector, they love it. So having said that, if you have a well-controlled light environment, go for PX3-PRO. But if you are going for big screen like 120 inch and above, and with bright environment, without doubt, go for the L9Q.